Okay, just wanted to make a quick video going over some of these answers to your practice problems. A lot of these are pretty easy, like number 1. Number 2 is pretty easy. The first one here that I'll go over is just, how about number 4? We have -10 minus -5. Now, if you go take the time and just type this exactly in, use your parentheses keys that you have on there, you're going to get the right answer. But you can probably do this a little bit quicker if you just change this to positive, change that to positive. Now you got -10 plus +5. So think about that as you owe somebody $10, you give them back 5. You are now only in debt $5. Okay? All right, let's see, number 5 here, or yeah. So we simplify inside these absolute value bars first. We get, you have owe somebody $4 and another person $7. You are in debt $11, but that is still in the absolute value bars. What is the absolute value of -11? It is positive 11, right? Absolute value always positive. Okay. I don't think you guys are going to struggle too much with these. We can handle that one. Remember, just use your calculator for these fractions. Let's look at 19. So just simplify inside here. 8 plus -5 is going to equal +3. Absolute value of +3 is 3. Don't forget to then drop down this 7 and you get 10. Okay. Number 20. Combine these like terms first. 16 plus 9 is 25. All right, and then what is the square root of 25? It is 5. So we're left with 4 plus 5, which is equal to 9. Okay, let's take a look at these. So circle the property. So it's either commutative or associative or neither. Okay, so let's see. 7 plus 9 is equal to 9 plus 7. So that is saying that the order doesn't matter. That is commutative property. Okay, so I always kind of think about that as like your commute to work is how you drive to work. And you can go, if you go from home to work, you're driving a certain distance, and you go back home is the same different distance. I don't know. That's how I think about commutative. And then associative. Let's look at a good example of associative. I think that's right here. I think associative is like the group that who you associate with is who you group yourselves with. And so this one is having to deal with groupings. So this is saying if I were to add this first and then the one, I'm going to get the same answer if I decide to add this first and then add one. So that would be associative property. So right here, this is nothing, all right? This is just different numbers. 24, this certainly looks like associative property again. X plus y is equal to y plus x. That looks like commutative property, right? It's just switching up the order. And this looks actually like 4 times 2 and then 4 times. This is actually distributive property, so it's neither of the two that we have here. And 27, Mr. Kelly refuses to believe that the associative property doesn't work for subtraction. He works for the following problem. To prove that it does work, he is wrong. Circle the mistake in his proof. Correct his proof by showing that both sides are not equal. All right, let's see. What's the mistake here? 9 minus, parentheses 8 minus 4. All right, looks like this is the problem right here. 8 minus 4 does not equal -12. That's your problem. Let's see, here's the next section here. So we are going to evaluate the expression and then circle if it's rational or irrational. Okay, so we need to simplify this square root symbol first, which is 7. So I'm left with 7 minus 7, that's 0, that is rational. Okay, let's see, we have 9 minus 12, which is -3. still in the absolute value bar. Then we take the absolute value of -3, which is +3, and we add it to this mixed number, and we're left with 5 2/3. So this is a fraction, right? It's a mixed number, but it's a fraction. So this is rational. All right. And now here we're left with 7 minus 3, sorry, 7 minus 4, which is 3. So we're left with 12 minus the square root of 3. If you try typing in the square root of 3 in your calculator, it's going to spit back the square root of 3. That means it's simplest radical form. You hit that double arrow key, you're going to get a long decimal that does not end. So this is irrational. Okay. Probably gave out more answers than I should have on here. One of you guys give this skills review a shot. And if you're feeling bold, you can try some of these application questions here. So perimeter, these are just perimeter. So it looks like we're just, adding up the sides. If this is 7, this is 7, this is 16, what's that got to be? Perimeter again. So you just add up these 3 fractions, add up those 4 decimals. That should be pretty easy. You guys can try that. All right.